In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Chooses to bring this one out. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Harris gets it on the draw. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
From the 48. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
He has the first over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first. A play fake. Now Herbert's a throw. He rolls to his right. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think his decision-making would have checked, but his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
That's caught. He found some space. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This return starts at the 5. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Stroud of the air to start us off. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He puts some air under this one, deep right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Collins there to grab it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it sets up a Houston first. They're set up at the 35 now. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
First down, Stroud. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 3 now. First carry of the game for the rookie out of Alabama. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They kick the running back in motion. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Headed out right. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans finish off their opening drive. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans start off well to tie things 7-7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Hauled in left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. A pitch out to Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Still has room inside the 15. Hits the end zone for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers break the tie here in the 1st. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on Q1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They start out 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Fits it through the middle. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This is complete to Schultz. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He beams one deep. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the Houston touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Texans tie things up at 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Finds his man. It's Kraft. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, give to Harris. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Escapes the pocket. He finds McConkey. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Chargers will have a first. From the gun, they go with Harris. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Harris once more. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9. Herbert from the gun. He's on the move. Oh, he nearly in as close as you can get, but just an exciting incompletion.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Buying some time right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. It's the Chargers, about set to begin their drive. They're set up at the 35 now. They give to Harris from the gun. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Herbert. Gets this to McConkey. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot. They put a receiver in motion right. Going right side, Davis with it. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Timeout called by the Chargers, their first. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Harris takes it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime. Najee Harris, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers make it a 10-point ball game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Targeting the sideline, Kirk has it. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Shotgun now for Stroud. That's caught at the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans make it a one-score game before halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. And it's a miss. The kick is no good, so this game stays at a 4-point differential. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. 1st and 10 from the 41. They go play action. Here's Herbert. He puts some juice on a deep throat. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. And the Texans get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Back to throw it. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Now it's Stroud. Flush down now to his left. Throwing deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down. Here's Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. To the air, Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Running for it, Mixon. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs. 1st down, ball at the 36. The tight end going in motion right. Going to Harris to start the half. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out, because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
This is Harris on second down. And they'll stop him, but not until he has a nice little gain down to the 32. That's 7 yards on the run. Still 6 to go on third. Herbert now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
All right.
Here's Stroud now. On the move, headed right. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. Escapes out to the left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. Into the hands of Schultz. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Houston first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Stroud throwing here on first. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Whew. I think coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Throwing the out route, complete. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Connection made to Dell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Stroud. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Stroud to throw again on second. Buys time, rolling right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. A give left side. Here's Harris. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Harris gets it on the counter. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Najee Harris, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the 2nd half. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now we're on the draw with Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Stroud from the pistol. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. Tank Dell the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans tie this game up. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. 1st and 10 from the 41. To throw, Herbert. Chased out to his right. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did. You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
From the gun, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Texans are going to have a first down. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll run here on first down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. He throws a bullet deep to the right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Cam Hart. And the Chargers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? I'll put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action. Right? When you really just gouge and gash the defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball to go right over their head.
It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. They'll send him over right. 2nd and 3. He fires one deep down the middle. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
On the quick, right?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Forced out to his right. Pass is cut at the 9. And it gets them down to the 9 before going out. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that, getting out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connect.
And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans have taken the lead late. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. And it's no good. Not the time you want to see the extra point off the mark here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. On the return, here comes Davis. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a gain of 22. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. We send a man in motion. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Throwing now. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. To throw. Try and push it deep downfield. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's brought down for a loss. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They give it to him again. And that carry gets him up to the 44 on the solid gain. A gain of 4 for them, and that sets up 3rd and 7.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Here he is to throw. He lofts it deep left. This is caught inside the 15. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.